Well, well, aren't you a sight for sore eyes? I've always got time for lovely ladies. Look, we all have our flaws. Mine is that women can't get enough of me. So I had this little affair going on while I was betrothed to a beautiful girl named Svidi. Well, she finds out and she tells her brother Wolfer that her brother attacks me with a knife. I had to defend myself. Exactly. And now I have to stare at these bars for 8 months. Can you believe it? I was about to let that wench marry into the richest family in Riften, and this is how she repays me. I'd do anything to have that whore's head on a platter. All I need to know is where she is. Ah, that's the spirit. Find her, and I promise you'll be well compensated. She was a young woman, buxom, with long, flowing black hair. She used to sing the most lovely songs to me when we were courting. I've never heard a voice so beautiful. All that talent will go to waste when I'm finished with her. Yeah, Mother thought I should be taught a lesson for airing the family's dirty laundry in public. I've taken care of many people for her in the past. What in oblivion did she expect me to do? Ah, well, at least I have all the comforts of home during my stay. Well, except the touch of a woman, of course. When speaking of the Blackbriars, only one thought should spring to mind. We are not to be trifled with. Help us, you end up rich. Cross us, and you'll end up a memory. Is that enough information for you? When I find that bitch, I'm gonna wring her little neck.
No lollygagging.
So you can cast a few spells. Am I supposed to be impressed? You like me, eh? Don't fancy those clunky two-handed weapons.
Who did this to me?
The Thieves' Guild used to run this city.
This is
Nothing
unfair.
but braggarts
I'm
and
innocent.
bullies, rotting to death down in their rat way.
Who did this to me? This is unfair. I'm innocent. This is unfair.
Hey!
I'm innocent.
Huh?
Keep your hands to yourself.
Stay out of trouble, Argonian. Riften's under my protection. You watch yourself now. Let me guess. Someone stole your sweet roll. I'd be a lot warmer and a lot happier with a belly full of mead.
They say Ulfric Stormcloak murdered the High King with his voice, shouted him apart.
There's a foul presence coming from Darklight Tower, southwest of the city. Some say the place is home to necromancers.
I knew it!
Give up! still can. Give up! You still can! I'll have your head!
Give it up, Brynjo. Those days are over.
I'm telling you, this one is different.
We've all heard that one before, Bryn. Quit kidding yourself.
It's time to face the truth, old friend. You, Vex, Mercer, you're all part of a dying breed. Things are changing.
Dying breed, eh? Well, what do you call that, then? Well, well. Calling me impressed, lass. I wasn't certain I'd ever see you again. Reliable and headstrong? You're turning out to be quite the prize. So, now that I've whetted your appetite with our little scheme at the market, how about handling a few deadbeats for me? They owe our organization some serious coin, and they've decided not to pay. I want you to explain to them the error of their ways. Kirava, Bersi Honeyhand, and Helga. Do this right, and I can promise you a permanent place in our organization. Honestly, the debt is secondary here. What's more important is that you get the message across that we aren't to be ignored. A word of warning, though. I don't want any of them killed. Bad for business. Good. If you need any details on your marks, I'll be here. Now get going. Helga is a devout follower of Dibella and dotes over the statue to the divine that she keeps at the bunkhouse. Use it as leverage, and she'll cave. Kirava's stubborn, but she's got a soft spot for family. Talk to Talon Jay at the Bee and Barb, and see if you can get something out of him. They're well acquainted, if you catch my meaning. He's as pig-headed a man as you'll ever find. The key is that ugly dwarven urn in his shop. Smash that thing to bits and he'll change his attitude. I'll be here when you're done.
Stay out of trouble, or there's gonna be trouble.
Gemstones over here. Jewelry.
Can't you bother me at my armor stand in the market? Or are you that desperate for training?
What do you want?
I met her when I wandered into Riften a few years ago. Been smitten with her ever since. In fact, I'm thinking of asking her to marry me. In Blackmarsh, tradition dictates we present a potential mate a unique wedding ring to represent our future bond. I already have the gold band. All I need are 3 flawless amethysts to complete the setting. I was hoping you'd offer. I didn't think it was my place to ask such a favor of you. I thank you. Every Argonian wedding proposal band is supposed to have 3 flawless amethysts as part of their design. 2 of the gems, the ones on the outside, represent the couple to be married. 1 for the husband, 1 for the wife. The amethyst in the center represents the Hist, the entity that all Argonians consider a sacred part of our lives. With the rumors going around about how poorly your guild's been doing, she's become much too bold. I'm not that foolish. The last thing I want is a war with your people. Look, I'm only telling you this because I care for her. Don't mistake this as acceptance for what you do. Kirava has some family at a farm just inside of Morrowind. If you mention you know about it, she might just listen to you. Just please don't harm anyone. I couldn't bear the thought. Three, in fact. They're my own recipe. Brought them over here from my days as a bartender in Gideon. First is the Velvet Lechance, which is a mixture of blackberry, honey, spiced wine, and a touch of nightshade. Perfectly safe, I assure you. Second, we have the White Gold Tower, which is heavy cream with a layer of blended mead, lavender, and dragon's tongue on top. Last, and only for the bravest of souls, we have the Cliff Racer, which is firebrand wine, Cyrodiilic brandy, Flynn, and Sujama. Depends. Are you thirsty, hungry, both? If you'll excuse me, I have other things to attend to.
I don't have any business with you, so get out of my face.
Here, you want something or not? No, and I never will. Now get out of my inn. How could you possibly know about... Please, my family means too much to me. Don't hurt them. Very well. Here. Take this back to Brynjolf and tell him he'll have no more trouble from me. Now what did you want? Let's sate that appetite, I can't stand this city. It's impossible to make a decent living here. Now what did you want? I already paid you. Now what did you want? I already paid you.
jewelry here.
Stay alive? Why take it?
Get away from me.
So, can I interest you in anything today? Aye. So, can I interest you in anything today?